I nearly had a mental breakdown every time I worked at my soul-sucking job. After trying and failing so many side hustles, I finally was able to quit my job and make over $100,000 in passive income since. For those who are desperate for an immediate change in their life, this video will teach you how any average person can start making real passive income in as little as 30 days. And you don't need to already have money or previous skills to make this work. I definitely didn't when I started working at Netflix in 2020. I truly hated life every time I clocked into work. If you're like me, then you have that drive inside of you that says being stuck at a desk making other people money is not the life for me. I was able to find a way out of that grind, and I want to share that with you because I truly believe that there's room at the table for everyone, but only if you understand the story of one scrawny little geek. As you can imagine, life as a nerd in college is super hard, being away from family, trying to date, trying to make friends, but this nerd had a deep desire to change the situation that he was in. He wanted to connect with people, to bring people together. Not only would this solve his problem, but it would help a whole lot of other people at his college. This little nerd had a mission, and 2 decades later, now runs the almost trillion-dollar company that we know as Facebook. When I wrapped my head around the meaning of this story, it was like a light bulb went off for me. I finally understood how to get rich, and you can use this story to do the same. By turning your story into a business, you're able to operate on easy mode. To get out of that 9-to-5 struggle like I did, your new motto needs to become solve your own problem and then sell the solution. So think about it. What challenges have you overcome? What problems that you had that you figured out the solution to? For example, me, I struggled with finding hair care products that really worked for me. I wanted to grow my hair. I wanted to have it healthy, but all the products that I bought in the store, like they were not cutting it for me. So I started making my own products just using herbs and plants and foods and stuff like that to grow my hair. I realized like, wow, this actually works. I then began to help others, and that's when I started seeing the passive income start flowing. So what did you do? Did you lose weight? Did you learn a new parenting hack? Did you learn how to like decorate your house for cheap? Did you learn how to dress? Did you learn how to do your makeup? All of these things are things that you can turn into a business and help somebody who still needs to overcome what you have overcome. But how should you start this business? What should you sell? There's a whole bunch of ways to go about this, but if you're not careful, then most of those are gonna waste your time and have a high risk of failure. I know this because I've tried and failed so many things before learning this pretty foolproof method. I've been using it for the past 4 years across different niches, and it has yet to fail me, to be honest. I know you're at your wit's end and you can't afford to waste time on things that don't work. So to help you avoid this mistake, to help you avoid being stuck at your dead-end job, you need to understand the story of this past Thanksgiving. Look, I'm not really into cooking, I'll admit it, but being American abroad, I got invited to a Thanksgiving dinner, and I wanted to impress, I wanted to show out, so I decided I'm gonna make mac and cheese. Look, I'm really good at making mac and cheese out of the box. Those little packets and everything, I can whip that up, no problem. But I decided, no, I wanna impress people, so I'm gonna make this mac and cheese from scratch. I went on TikTok, I found a good recipe, I went to the store, bought all these fancy ingredients, all that stuff, and I was ready to get my Gordon Ramsay on. I get to the Thanksgiving dinner, I'm so excited to finally debut this mac and cheese, and I see people start taking a few bites. I see their faces and they're like, this is something. Somebody said, this is something, it doesn't really taste like mac and cheese, but it tastes like something. And needless to say, okay, there was plenty of leftovers of my mac and cheese the next day. That's the exact type of mistake that you do not want to make with your business. I went big. I tried something new and just expected people to love it, but that's how most businesses crash and burn. If you don't want your business to be the leftover mac and cheese at Thanksgiving, then you need to start by creating a digital product. Digital products are low risk, they don't require a lot of money or time to start, and you can find out really quickly if people like what you have to offer. A digital product can be any file that you sell online, so an ebook, a PDF, videos, pictures, templates, you name it. For example, if you lost weight, rather than opening up a fitness studio or something, all you need to do is create an ebook with your workout plans that you did and your meal plans that you did, and you can start selling that. Or if you're into yoga, why not next time you film yourself yourself doing all your little yoga poses, package that into a course and sell that. This is way easier than starting a fitness app or opening a yoga studio or doing anything that requires more than a week to launch. To sell these, you're gonna list them on Koji or Gumroad, which is totally free for you to use. I'm telling you, anyone has a story that they can turn into a digital product, list it online, and then start making passive income. If you're struggling with how to turn your story into a digital product, just comment a little bit about your story below and I'll respond and tell you some ideas for what digital products you can make as well as how to create it. If I'm being honest though, 99% of people who create a digital product will never see any money from it. I'm just being honest. Look, don't shoot the messenger, okay? And it's not because their product sucks. It's probably a good product. It's because they made one crucial mistake that makes it nearly impossible to see stable, consistent income. If you don't figure out this step, like most people don't, honestly, you'll have wasted your time and be further behind than when you started. I know this because a couple years ago, I tried to start a business and I skipped this step and I definitely regretted it. One of the digital products that I created was Notion templates. Notion is a note-taking website. It's super advanced, so I do like my script writing there, journaling, goal setting, all that. I solved my own problem and wanted to sell the solution, but I did things the lazy way. I listed my Notion templates on Etsy. Etsy is just a marketplace where people can search and buy products. I assumed that because my Notion template was so good that if I posted on Etsy, then people are just gonna flock to it and start buying. But after a few weeks, I honestly didn't sell not even one template, and looking back, I'm not surprised because again, I made this one mistake that so many beginners make. If you want to avoid that same disappointment, then I suggest marketing in this specific way. I've done this way for years. It has not failed me yet. And this way is for the people who want to make consistent sales. Like, you guys really need that. You're not playing any games. The good thing about this marketing strategy is that you don't have to have an audience. You don't need to build an audience. You don't need to show your face online if you don't want to. It's really customizable to what you feel comfortable with. All you need to do is know where your target audience hangs out online. Your target audience is who you think is going to buy your product, and then you need to be present in those spaces that they're at. So with my Notion templates, throwing it on Etsy and expecting people to buy it really didn't work for me. But I went on Reddit, and there's a subreddit called r/Notion. That's where anybody who likes all things Notion, that's where they go to. I made a post that was just showcasing my Notion template, which was a dream journal. Literally within one day, I had people commenting, almost like 30 people, I think, saying, where can I get this? Send the link, all that stuff. That is how you build a business. I did it again when I had a business of being a brand strategist where I help brands who want to grow. I made a post on this female entrepreneur Facebook page. This was not my group. It was just a group that somebody else created that people can enter in and they can post their thoughts. I made a post in somebody else's group talking about all the things that I did to grow my brand. And within like 2 days, I think that post had like 100 comments. People were begging me in my DMs, help me with my brand, help me build my business. How can I schedule a call with you? I didn't show my face. I didn't build an audience. I didn't have a website. All those extra things that you think you should be doing, throw it away because you're doing way too damn much for somebody who wants to make money ASAP. Find your people, then go where they are. Are they on Reddit? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Google? Are they on Twitter? Make yourself known in those spaces, and as long as your solution is legit, I promise you, you will start making sales. The good thing about these posts is that they stay up forever, so you can always be found. I have YouTube videos that I made a couple years ago that I still get sales on my digital product for. That's how it's going to be a passive form of marketing, because once you have all your posts and your content out there, people can find it and start buying from you. This is what makes selling digital products such a passive source of income, and it's honestly the #1 business that I vouch for. All right, I've taught you all that you need to know to escape your 9-to-5 selling digital products. But what do you actually sell? Where do you list them? How do you create them? I've answered all of those questions in this video right here, which teaches you step by step how to build a digital product business. I will see you guys in that video.